I'm kidding. Okay, yeah, I lost the two of them. But yeah, we got a who's who. I mean, you guys know, obviously, in the winners bracket, some great names. X64, Justin Wong, the home team, obviously, since the home team, home stream, right? We can say that. Okay, good. Frank Punches of the Handsome Boys. I know the Handsome Boys Super Turbo quite well. James Walton, well known. And then over there in the losers bracket, we got Doughboy against Hyphen-ated. Hyphen-ated, great Fei Long, great work. We saw Virsaga earlier, doing numbers, doing work in third strike, but able to kind of pull his way through into the bottom of the top 8 there. He'll face off against Seeger. So we're just loading up. We got the hardware going. We are running these Mr. setups. I love them. We just get some checking buttons, and we are going to get you to the action. We're going to go straight to it, too. We're going to go straight to X64 versus Jwong. This is the heavy-hitting matchup here. Jwong using O.Sagat. Using O.Sagat very well. Throwing those fireballs masterfully and making it into the top 8. So probably a stream favorite to go after it. Unless, I don't know. What does the chat say? They say Jwong is OD, or they say Jwong is free?
Oh,
I don't know. I'm just
Let's hear, chat. What do you think?
I'm just curious, but here he is on his own stream in the top 8. We saw in Houston he was doing his own commentary while getting bodied by Bass and CVS2. That was impressive. I could never do that.
That top 8 commentary while playing as a CVS2 fanatic, where that's my favorite game, that was just such a cool thing to watch.
It made Kotaku, which is pretty cool. So that's awesome. As a commentator, it's something I could never do. But because it's to me, it's two different tracks. I'm two different characters. When I'm commentary on player, two different ways. But X64 is the top seed of this bracket. He's big favorite to do some damage out here, and we'll see. Sorry about that. I'm trying to clear my throat right now, so it's I'm gonna stumble a bit, and then I'm gonna get to it. But we are setting this up, and you guys know. We're just testing to make sure the monitors are just right. I can see it out there on the stage, but what you're going to see here is, let's make sure that this is the whole tournament is 3 out of 5. So for those of you who understand, 3 out of 5 in Super Turbo, and there's a reason it's 3 out of 5. Usually Strive tournaments go 3 out of 5 as well.
Yeah, Marvel 2 kept it old school with 2 out of 3 up until top 8. Yeah. But even ST has gone to 3 out of 5.
Because the game's too fast. And the thing about Super Turbo that I like is when you get in someone's brain or you do something right, you play the right way, you make the right reads, the game's over quick. The game rewards you quickly, and then you just move on to the next round. You make a mistake, you move on to the next round. So this is one of those fighting games for people who don't like getting sat on for a bit. When you make a mistake and then the other player sits on you with a large combo into a reset, into yada, yada, yada. I love that stuff, don't get me wrong, because usually I like being the player that's sitting on the other player. But normally, Super Turbo, it runs quick. So it looks like we're going to see this is actually the cover of the Super Nintendo Street Fighter II Turbo. And who's on that cover?
I don't remember.
Street Fighter II Turbo for this. I'm sorry to put you on the spot there, my man.
It was Sagat, right?
It's Sagat. Yes, it's Sagat. And
is it Boxer?
Honda.
Honda. Oh, okay.
So X64, godlike Honda. We're going to see that Honda.
But going to Boxer.
Okay, going to Boxer. Oh, wow. So let me just confirm if this is working here.
Yeah, they'd already done their button check, so they're going.
Okay. We're starting with it now. I just want to make sure, be cautious, and we got Super Turbo action going here.
Well, Boxer versus O.Sagat. You got to be really careful with those fireballs.
Yeah, and for those of you who the first time you're watching Super Turbo, Sagat's low tiger shot hits low. You have to crouch block it. That's why it sucks. Okay, so, but yeah, anti-air sweep with the roundhouse got him. Taking out X64's Boxer in the first round there.
All right, Jwong right in the corner.
Okay, and also Jwong is using Old Sagat here. I love Old Sagat, love the pick. Look, don't the quote new Sagat, Super Turbo Sagat, it's not where it's at. That super is garbage. And also his Tiger Uppercut takes 8 hits. It's not good.
And you can't reversal that super, right? That one indults him, I think.
Right. Yes, so, but Old Sagat, you get the Tiger Uppercut as 1 hit, so you get that World Warrior damage, But here you see, the jumps that X64 is doing is very shallow. So Justin Wong is using different anti-airs to be able to catch him, like using the sweep. And one anti-air I saw Wong. Oh, no.
What a super.
Yeah, landed wrong, getting him with every single hit of those dash punches all the way in the corner. But I was just saying, like, Sagat's got equipped with a lot of situational anti-airs as well. You're seeing Wong reach out to try to catch him with the sweep there. But he can also use the stand fierce. I mean, it's not as great as it is in Capcom vs. SNK 2, but it still does work. It has excellent reach, can catch you in the skies. And X64 doing a great job with these headbutts getting through.
Wow, Boxer's got a second super, but doesn't get a chance to fire it. Jwong game 1.
Yeah. I don't know what he was waiting on for that. I mean, we had 12 seconds left on the clock there. That's good awareness by Justin Wong to pick that time to jump in there and see, like, there's that moment where you see the time and your body, your mind impulse is like, I got to do something here.
Yeah.
Like, but you try not to be too primitive about it, but you just got to do something different, force the issue. Wow.
Early dizzy.
Yeah, X64 got the BLT with a little extra lettuce there, getting those 3 hits there. And that's a beautiful thing to see.
Yeah, and the old characters can't tech throws, but it hasn't come up yet. Boxer has never been in position to land a throw.
Yeah, and this
Jwong's spacing is immaculate.
This is one of those awesome games, too, where fireballs are king. Because you're seeing him use the low tiger shot, the weaker tiger shot as well, the spacing tool out of it. But being able to use like a combination of 2 consecutive roundhouse low tiger shots there, you could really, like, for instance, take priority of the movement there. He tried to dash through it. Caught an arrow to the knee. That'll end your career in Skyrim. But X64's got some great range on those jumps there, and I like the way he's getting like some of those conversions there. Going to another stun, and he's even in at 1 round apiece.
All right, that trip guard roundhouse is doing work for anti-air.
It really is. I mean, he's hitting it more than the tiger uppercut.
He really is.
Yeah,
all right.
Just gets him to jump uncomfortably there, tries to force him in the corner with roundhouse low tiger shots.
And he's got the whole stage to work with. Now he's backed himself into the corner. There's that trip guard roundhouse again.
Yeah, this is just where Sagat exactly wants to be. He's going to use...
All right. He's committed to Boxer.
Yes, he is sticking to... He's already on Park Place. Like, that's how much he understands. Ooh, tiger knee!
Justin Wong got that input reading ability.
Yeah, that's the old motion, too, by the way.
Stand roundhouse anti-air, mixing it up again.
It's nice to see tiger knee with a tiger knee motion.
Man, low roundhouse is the MVP of this match. 100%.
And look at Justin just walking him down. And more shots to the punch the belt. I think it's going to change the opinion of a few viewers in the chat. You think so?
I was lame. Everybody in chat was surprised that we were being so friendly, but Lakers and Heat, as far as I know, got nothing but love for each other. They were a great opponent in 2020, and I hope we see him again.
I feel like both teams are united in saying that finals was not a fluke.
No.
Like Goran Dragic, and we would have pulled it out. Like, then they'd be saying that our championship is a fraud.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, as a Street Fighter player, I get called a fraud every day. So, like, that's just more and more, like, stuff that I have to write back to. So, hopefully we'll see how X64 bounces back from that. That was a very decisive victory there from Jwong. But on the other side, we should be set for Frank Punches. Yeah, so Frank Punches, excellent player here. And then James Walton jumping in on the other side. We're checking buttons right now. So just so you know, I mean, the whole takes a little bit of setting up here, what you got to do. And the reason being is we are making old school arcade hardware accessible for many different controllers, inputs before, like, it's amazing that games and tournaments and people can compete with the hitbox. People can compete with a DualShock. And it's all good. Welcome them. And it's great. So I like that accessibility that we got with the inputs. So that from there, it makes the game just more accessible to other players out there. But let's talk about this as well.
If the scenes are going to grow, then, we have to welcome the pad players or the Guitar Hero controller players or the steering wheel players. Like, let them play on
the East Coast team. Like, that Chun-Li is good, man.
His Chun was something.
Yeah, like, I was scared to fight him. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was ducking. DuckTales. Like, I'm talking Peking. I'm talking like Peking duck on pad Thai, like ducking. So then half my team's gone. I'm like, all right, we got to do the mirror. And then I got lucky, but then I took out a few other people, and then what was it? And then Keith's claw just decimated it. So,
okay.
So Team West Coast got wiped out by 2 players, and one of them's me.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I'm going to go take my 6-hour flight back home, watch 80 for Brady.
You're going to hold that.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait to watch 80 for Brady. It's a great movie. I also watched this other comedy. It was called The Whale. It was hilarious. So
didn't somebody win an Oscar for that one?
Yeah, Brendan Fraser.
Oh,
very
that's
well
what's
deserved.
up. That's what's up.
So we got on this side going into the loser side. We got Doughboy going up against Hyphen-ated. So Hyphen-ated's Fei Long is nice. And like, do you have you tried to do the chicken wing with Fei Long in Super Turbo?
Oh, we're doing Virsaga versus Seeger.
Oh, we're going on the other side. Okay, so we can see Seeger. So the other side of losers, my bad. I see some of you in the chat have already noticed Seeger setting up. So, yeah, and Seeger was also. Yeah, Seeger was on my team, on Team East Coast. He was going to go next after Keith.
Okay.
So, and also we got Virsaga here. He's a godlike Ken player in Super Turbo.
Ooh, Ken players go ham.
Yeah, and I love seeing Ken in Super Turbo. I mean, if we see that, then that's awesome as well. I'm more of a new Ken player than an old Ken player. But, man, old Ken can do stuff. Like, just the extended range on stuff, those throws. Like, sometimes, like, you know, if you're not too aware or privy of the differences between old and new, like, they can throw you off guard with that. So here we are selecting. We're still testing buttons. I mean, we got to program everything, but just to give you guys a quick update here, the first match you saw was X64 rather, against Jwong. Jwong won that 3-0. Frank Punches defeated James Walton in a Ryu mirror. That was also 3-0. So the winners final, we got Wong against Punches, and then Walton is taking on the winner of Doughboy versus Hyphen-ated, and then the X64 takes on the winner of what you're going to see now, which is Virsaga versus Seeger. And we're just getting through with testing buttons here. So I'm just peeking over, and then we're going to change over from the bracket. But let's see what happens. I mean, and we'll see. Is someone going to come? These players are capable of doing a very good losers bracket run as well. So we'll see what adaptations can come about. But I mean, the game's also really old, so you know it's. This game is like 30 years. Like Super Turbo itself is about to be 30 years old.
It's getting up there, man.
Yeah. Oh, for the record, I just want to say something. I was reading your comments, guys. I love the chat. Love what's going on here. We got the staff here. We're looking at stream, but I do want to also mention Resident Evil in VR is one of the most sickening things I've ever done. I beat Resident Evil 4 Remake recently. It's great. But I'm telling you, like, in VR, it's a lot of turning around. The game's awesome, but I can only play it for 20 minutes.
Oh.
I recommend it, though. It's really fun. It's really, really fun. But it's a lot of turning around.
Yeah, I'm one of those people who gets motion sick for VR, so I still need to wait for an upgrade in the technology. Seeger versus Virsaga, Honda Ryu, Colorado versus Oregon. Let's go.
Like, I could go a few miles in Gran Turismo and not get sick, but Resident Evil, ugh. Okay. I feel like Leon's German suplexing me. So Seeger's Honda's walking him down. We got them hands, which is going to be a motion in SF6, by the way, so hold that. And now you got the butt slam again, chasing him in the sky, on the ground, wherever. Oh, Chico, did you get in the face with the solar plexus? No, you get these hands. Get back, Virsaga. Like a moving stop sign. I mean, literally, that's a neutral fierce move, whatever. But.
And I know classically, you know, Ryu's really capable of zoning out Honda, but Seeger looks to know the matchup really well.
Yeah, good use of that butt slam, getting out of the corner after that Oicho throw. That's going to make it more of an uphill climb for Ryu. He's trying to get him there with that stand roundhouse. Very underrated poke. And he's going to keep pressing on with them hands. Oh, good
nice
DP.
Uppercut.
Yeah, Yurichi teaches. Catches him with the low forward on the landing. Oh, did he get all of it? No, he did not, but he got enough, you know?
Oh!
But Seeger going coast to coast.
Answers back with a super of his own.
Yeah, I mean, he was just in the front row of the crowd all the way to the middle of the stage right there with the Whalers. Getting that second. Now, not Whalers like in the sense of Ed's V-Trigger 2, Whalers on the Moon.
Yeah.
I'm talking like Whalers like Bob Marley's band, the Whalers.
Okay.
Anti-airs him with the Ocho. I caught that empty jump. He sees it, so Seeger's got
all right,
some
Honda's in the corner now, and he's going to have some work to do to get out, but just jumps right out. Now walking Ryu down. 100-hand slap for Chip.
Oh, Virsaga tried to keep him on the stage, try to keep him playing with the band. But now Seeger's just going to keep jumping around those fireballs, keep maneuvering through there. Oh, gets a jump, gets a double dip on that. Double Tatsu, too. The good bait. I mean, it's a good bait in the sense that it got Honda to do something, but didn't hit, you know?
All right, Chip. Yep.
Yeah, but Los Manos, the Hands of Fate. You ever saw that movie?
Yes. The MST3K.
It's amazing. Oh, also, special shout-outs to Riz1, man. Your dictator's godlike. We love you, and thank you for the raid of 80. You're awesome. Okay, back to the show. Seeger here got the butt slam, takes the trade. Stand roundhouse. Ocho City!
And just, okay. Gets the uppercut. Has a chance now.
Hey, I don't blame that at all. But good sweep on the catch of that falling butt slam. You got him missing, and it's all going on there. And full screen again.
Plasma.
This time he stage dived from the Whalers into the crowd to take it up 2-0. Oh, my dude. And I'm loving that drip on Seeger there. Look at that. He's got that bait jacket there, the SBK into the Tatsu, butt slam, and the Dulcim Fierce. Like, that's what's up. Game recognized game.
Right, I think Seth has all those moves.
Yeah, he does. Or he could probably steal those with that suction thing he does, but... Okay, pressing him back there, and good anti-air there by Virsaga. Virsaga's got to get some big damage here, man.
He's got to get something going.
Yeah, because...
good
wake-up throw. But that butt slam, using it like a DP, using it like it's a dive kick, using it like it's anti-air. I mean, it's got so many... practical uses. I'm excited to see how the butt slam is going to work in Street Fighter 6.
Virsaga's on the ropes now. Back in the corner yet again. Ocho. We've seen this before. Here comes a DP. Oh, no. Ocho again.
And that butt slam fully connected. Ocho's on point. Seeger advances, and he's going to take on X64 in the next round. Now, according to what people are saying there, X64 very knowledgeable in that matchup, but we'll see how that one plays out. But I really liked what I saw from Seeger's Honda there. It was just beautiful work, absolutely. By the way, just want to throw this out there. We're going to be stuck on DJ's level for the rest of the tournament because there's no other DJ in the top 8.
Oh yeah.
Because in the tournament we had hologram Mike Ross. I mean, he's a DJ player. He was in the team battle, but I don't know how he did in the bracket. But because we don't have a DJ going on here, man, we need to either reset the game, or someone just has to beat a CPU or DJ, or someone has to pick a DJ and then get whooped by the CPU to change the level. Those are the things you have to do in Super Turbo. But did you know that Street Fighter Alpha 2, which is an awesome game, by the way, can't speak highly enough of Street Fighter Alpha 2, you can select the opponent, the level.
Oh, really? How?
Yeah, you just highlight over the level and you hit start. And the reason for that is because certain levels, like Chun-Li's stage in Alpha 2, you got a whole bunch of people filling up the screen, riding their bike and stuff. And it's there's not a lot of social distancing going on there that really should be. Causes a lot of safety issues and adds a lot of lag out there. So that's why you don't want to pick Chun-Li's level in Alpha 2. I'm just rambling, I know. But I wish you had a level select in Super Turbo. But we got to keep it arcade perfect. So next up on the stage, we got preparing. Okay, so we got Hyphen-ated and going up against Doughboy. So Doughboy was the other side of the East Coast team. Me and him took out the team West Coast.
Yes.
So I'm going to try not to be too biased because, I got my teammate.
Wait,
we carried the East Coast.
I got drafted onto Team East Coast? I got drafted onto the wrong team.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, well.
Yo, shout out to Nom7 picking me first in the draft.
He knew. He
Yeah.
knew exactly what to do.
I'm even in my Instagram stories pointing at the kid you drafted me? I'm the first pick? That's why I had to win. That's why I had to go ham. I had to play better in the team battle than I did in the tournament because I'm like, this kid drafted me and believed in me, man. I gotta go at it. But Doughboy cleaned up my mess, so his Claw does great stuff, and we're gonna see some great stuff as well.
Oh, good. I am excited for a Claw player. Let's go all Claw players.
Yeah. Also, a fun fact: the Nam was the Shinakuma in the Ultra Street Fighter 2 tournament.
That's right.
Yeah, so I want to talk about that because I can't talk about Ultra Street Fighter 2 enough.
Oh, Rizwan wants you to shout it out, so
of course, I love it. It's the best game ever. It's like it's incredible. It's great. The high that I get from defeating a Violent Ken is amazing because they have no excuse. They have zero excuse to lose, and it's amazing. And also, the remixed music is great. Like, the remixed music is good, but it doesn't do too much. Like, I felt personally that HD Remix did too much. Like, I did love the Overclocked remix album when it came out. I peeped it. I still like Overclocked Remix, you know? But when you go and you see HD Remix kind of age a little bit, it's more like the Udon sprites. And then the Overclocked remixes, like about a decade later, it's like, I want something that's more visceral, more pure, something that feels more like Street Fighter 2. And Ultra Street Fighter 2 does that job.
I remember really liking the Spit and Narcissism, the Bronx Rican for the Vega remix.
I do like that one.
Dude, that one
I love that one. But it's like, I want it to have the verse.
Yeah, it would be tight if the
verse
verse
is
was
great.
in there. It would be tight if the verse was in there.
I mean, I wish I remember. I used to know the rapper's name. I can't. If you guys could let me know.
Wasn't it Jose the Bronx Rican?
Jose the Bronx Rican. That's the guy.
Oh, yeah.
Because he has this one where he raps over the ice cap zone of Sonic 3, and it's fire.
Oh, okay.
Like, that remix is really good, too.
Yes, let's see some Claw.
And especially, like, due to the fact that you can't get that ice cap zone theme anymore because of the Michael Jackson estate, but that's another story for another time.
Oh, my goodness. So versus Fei Long, so let's see if we can't flip kick some chicken wings.
And hey, shout-outs to the, shout-outs to the stage change. I love it. I will never object to Guile's stage.
Ooh.
But, of course, you got some Gen Z kids like, there's too many people in the background popping off. Put on training stage.
There isn't even a training stage. This is the arcade mode.
You know what else I like about Ultra Street Fighter 2? They did it at a training stage. Thank you, Capcom.
The reversal attack whiffs.
Yeah, Doughboy instantly breaking an omelet with some eggs. Got 4 hits of that rolling crystal flash at that point. Boy.
Those don't always combo, too, so that was a little risky.
Hyphen-ated. I got to shout out to Hyphen-ated here. His Rekka's absolutely on point, but it's really his chicken wing. Now,
nice.
One thing that I wanted to mention, too,
gets the combo,
is that if you play Ultra Street Fighter 2, you can just whip out the chicken wing. Like, just do the motion, and you get it. And he got the cross-up on that. That is hard to do.
Yep, just uses the wall dive to get out. It's not great versus Fei Long. Fei Long has way too many tools.
Yes, but the issue with Super Turbo is you have to do the motion of the chicken wing really slow. Like, you have to, it takes like a half a full second. But Hyphen-ated can hit it like clockwork.
And Doughboy is on an original H-Rap. Like, he's my favorite player. He's my absolute new favorite player.
Oh, I just noticed that.
That original H-Rap 1 is saucy.
The H-Rap 1. The Hori Real Arcade Pro. Real Arcade Pro. Sorry. But you're absolutely correct. I have not seen that stick in ages.
Yeah, sticking it down back. I think he's devoting some mental stack to looking for the chicken wing. But Hyphen-ated's just not doing them, which is amazing.
Yeah, and because if you leave a little room on some space, he could sneak in some pokes. Like, you can be able to poke to on reaction on that chicken wing, and Doughboy definitely knows where to react.
Next throw.
Yeah, and the low profile too. That was so good.
All right, this is classic Claw. I am loving this.
2 steps of that Rekka. He's going to see her. You're going to try to reach. You're going to try to hit a button, and then you're going to get another one there.
Almost did, yep.
That was great. Great job by Hyphen-ated there. Walking him down with those Rekkas. Beautiful.
Yep,
okay,
nice.
Goes to the wall, but he's using that just to bait the dragon kick. So that's going to be some data. That's going to be, okay, this is what he likes to do when I jump against the wall. I'm going to kind of use that to my advantage.
Yeah, the 2 wall dives have both seen the flame kick. Nice.
Oh, wake up super.
Wake up super.
And he does it just at the right time. Gets a beautiful looking juggle there and catches it. I also got to say, I really do love Hyphen-ated stick.
Now, what are those? Are those 3 buttons? Must be like start select in the middle there. It's got to be. But yeah, that's really spaced far apart. Like, that looks really comfortable to play on.
Yeah. It does, and hey, if he can hit chicken wings like Kobe's mid range, I mean that's what it's all about.
Hopefully, he would do better than 40%.
So what Hyphen-ated is looking for here.
Oh, the reversal attack gets stuffed.
Yeah, stuffing the reversal. You don't see that too often. Hyphen-ated is looking for a reaching with that low fierce. You just saw it there. That's going to be one of Fei Long's strongest pokes, and it's really good at countering, but also it's the damage output. It hurts more than most pokes. So, like, the trade will work in his favor. Just like you saw a trade right there, and the house always wins. Hyphen-ated takes it, and he's taking a lead here. He's moving on forward here. So Doughboy is off to a very good start. I mean, it's like, but what's interesting what Hyphen-ated's doing here on O.Sagat is that he's shutting down the low strong game. Oh, and another one!
Yeah, he really is. Like, we want to see some. Nice! Gets the first Azuna drop of the match. Let's go! I
mean, it's surprising. I didn't see how Keith was going to be able to survive that overhead, but from there, just gets that Ryu Hayabusa style Azuna to finish it. But three Rekkas
mauled in the corner, though.
And I don't need no stun. He doesn't need it.
No.
No, none. Keep the stars away. Keep the chickens in the cage. Keep the Grim Reapers haunting other souls. We don't need no stun. I got La Damahe on point. Hyphen-ated taking it up here, 2-1.
Yeah, Doughboy was off to a great start, but Hyphen-ated really seems to be aware of what he wants to do.
Yeah, he knew that. He knew Doughboy was going to reach for that. He knew Doughboy was going to hit a button, so he's like, I'm going to do a little bit of a delay, and then I'm going to get that third hit of the Rekka in there. Being able to combo it on hit, but also being able to kind of tease and play a game of chicken with it. Ah, there it is, that stare down. You see that?
Yeah.
After the second hit of that Rekka, that is what makes a very menacing Fei Long.
All right, gets the throw.
I mean, one of my favorites, Fei Long's, is Jiggly Norris, in a Midwestern player.
Okay.
Excellent Fei Long.
Oh, here we go. Kosoge.
Oh, shades of Mao. You call the Oki Walton Kosoge? All right, I respect that.
Hey, I'm a Claw player, and that shit is Kosoge.
I mean, it's just on point Okazeme. So, good recognition there. Up the gap.
All right, we're doing it. Here we go.
Yeah, he saw the gap in the Rekka, got that poke, and then he took to the skies. Now he's trying to bait. Oh, the anti-air chicken wing. And he did it from the other side. How do you do that?
Ooh.
He comes so close.
Final
but it's
game.
The right jump there. And just as you heard the Big Bird sounding announcer, Barlog is even it up. And also, hey, Drip Watch here. Look at that roll sweater. I'm with it.
Thank you, Marcus. That's right. If heel balls aren't Kosoge, what is?
And he's chasing after him with a dragon kick. It's
all
a good
right,
start
building
there
that meter. Okay,
Ooh,
gets the flame
good
kick.
One. Yeah, he had to guess that, and he guessed wisely.
Nice.
Double dips on the anti-air, gets the throw. That was real scary when that chicken wing crossed up. Yep. But again, he's guessing correctly.
That's optimistic. Kind of optimistic.
Again, 3 times. That chip is going to give him a little bit of a life lead.
Don't go to the wall, please. Oh, he can hear me.
Didn't fully block the chicken wing out there. Man, it's like watching your favorite celebrity on Hot Ones right there. And then the chicken still has that extra part, that wing.
Oh, Azuna dropped out of the flame kick.
But he blocked it with a standing short. Just knees it away. Just get on out of here, you Spanish ninja. Oh, yeah, 2 hits again with that chicken wing extra spicy.
Oh.
Hyphen-ated can take it here and does with the crouching fierce, baiting the reversal and takes it. Woo.
All right, Hyphen-ated moves on to face James Walton.
Sorry, I was just someone mentions, oh yeah, we were talking about Street Fighter the movie. I'm I almost played that game on The Fight Is Right, and I'm just so glad I didn't. Because, that's one of, I'm sorry, Street Fighter the movie, this is a Team Chris take, but, those are one of those video games where I have to wash my hands after playing it. Just
That's
saying.
fair.
There's a few, okay? Golden Axe 3, not Golden Axe 2. It's a very good game. But Golden Axe 3, the Sega Channel exclusive that was not good enough to be ported to the U.S., it's a beat-em-up that has blocking. That's already a terrible idea. Do not put blocking in beat-em-ups. That's...
I'm trying to see how that could possibly be fun. It's a shame, too, because the Wheel of Fortune had Puzzle Fighter on it, and I would have loved
I
to
was
have seen
hoping
some
for
Puzzle
that.
Fighter. Yeah.
I don't even care if I would have got smoked in Puzzle Fighter. Just the fact that I could play that Puzzle Fighter would have absolutely loved it. Well, let's take a look at that bracket there. So, and then there were 6. I like saying that. Okay. So in the winners final, we got Jwong against Frank Punches. That's going to be good. But up now, we got X64 going up against Seeger. X64 we saw earlier had a tough matchup against Jwong. Looking to bounce back. Seeger, very impressive, putting on a concert over in DJ's stage with that Honda. You love to see it. So we'll see where that one takes place, and then that will move on over to the loser semifinals.
Yeah, he absolutely mauled that Ryu player, so...
But since the camera's back on us now, I want to ask, are there any video games that are so bad that you wash your hands after playing them? And don't mention Fortnite. We all know that. That's a terrible game.
I mean, I remember Superman for the Nintendo 64, I think is just about the classic example of one of the worst games ever made.
I mean, I have it. I got the cartridge and everything. So every once in a while, some people get on my bad side. It's there. Like, I don't even like the Nintendo 64, and yet I own one. That's already a bad idea, okay? So the chat's saying that they've had to wash their hands after playing Shaq Fu. Yeah, definitely. I mean, and especially if someone likes Shaq Fu and doesn't wash their hands playing afterwards, that's bad. Don't do that. Make sure you wash your hands after playing Shaq Fu. If there's anything to take away from this top 8 game, wash your hands after Shaq Fu, all right? Okay, so we got 2 Hondas staring down. Ooh,
oh, my God.
Sumo matchup, and we're going back to DJ stage 2. This is shades of WrestleMania 21, Akebono against the Big Show. Did you ever see that match?
I did not, no.
Good, don't.
I remember Yokozuna, but that's the only wrestler I remember who had anything to do with sumo.
Oh, Yokozuna's amazing. He was actually Samoan, too. He's part of the whole family lineage, and he's a cousin of The Rock. But, yeah.
That Towards Roundhouse is messed up in CVS2, and it appears to be just as stupid in ST.
Oh, it's pretty bad at SF5, too. I mean, it crush counters, so,
yeah.
We already know. If it crush counters, it does that. But
what are we doing this match? What is going on? They're just trading nonstop. You love to see it.
Oh, man, this is...
Oh, it's O.Honda. I just noticed. No super bar.
Yeah, X64 using old Honda. That's interesting. So that's going to give him some advantages on some of those normals there. But to be honest with you, this matchup is going to look like a Will Smith-less sequel to Concussion. Tell the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
Whoa, we got a few good men there. So we'll see. X64's got that life lead there. Okay, now just remember, they switch sides. So, you got to keep up with the colors there. So that's what makes my job as a commentator a little bit more difficult. But oh, there we go. He caught the old Honda there with the headbutt of his own. Seeger's, this time the trades favor the Seeger. Seek and you shall find.
Yeah, perfectly symmetrical violence never solved anything.
Yeah, but you see the damage output there. It favors X64.
It really does, yeah, if they keep trading.
But the issue is the one equalizer is that Seeger's got that super. But it's going to be really interesting to see how he pulls that off. But X64 with the old Honda there, we're just getting trades on trades. Ooh,
trades on
who's still standing? Seeger's still standing!
All right, game 1 to new Honda.
You mean 1994 Honda, new Honda, because it's like...
new hotness versus old and busted. Here we go.
I mean, did you see what kind of Toyota Corolla was out when this was a new Honda? Let me tell you, it didn't have electric windows.
We have reached an accord.
I just get triggered calling characters new this and Super Turbo.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, they're all 30 years old at this point. They're all old enough to vote, and then some.
This is awesome stuff there. X64 with the extra damage on that headbutt there. So I see some people are rooting for the old Honda because, we know how Hondas can drive on 300,000 miles. So
looking like V Honda here with the blue face paint, too.
Yeah, I noticed that. Shout-outs to Alpha 3.
V Honda, best man. I can't stop laughing watching that jab whiff. That shit is just so funny looking.
Hey, it's the hitbox on that thing is ridiculous too. X64 is in complete control here, right here. All he's got to do is just wrap a little kelp around there and a bed of rice, and he's got himself a roll that ties it up 1-1. A sushi roll, rather. I was trying to reference that. So, shout out to Seeger, by the way, using that Astro City-looking joystick. By the way, for the record, because I can't shill this enough, the 60th anniversary Sega joystick, it's plug and play and works with the Genesis Mini 2. I discovered this. Okay, so.
Jesus, N.Honda's life is already gone.
Yeah, those two headbutts definitely did a number, and Seeger's got to build that super meter up to at least get some equalizer.
I mean, it's been 2 matches in 5 rounds, and he hasn't really even had a chance to fire the super. He's built it a couple of times, but he's never actually popped it.
Yeah, and he's just throwing out the jab out there. It's not building up any meter like Third Strike. I mean, he's basically just doing it to twerk.
Yeah, there it is. Stop the headbutt.
There it is. It finally connects, so now it's justified. Oh! That headbutt right there into the underarms. X64 takes the lead. Can go up 2-1 here. I mean, yeah, good stuff by Seeger.
Jump back roundhouse, nice.
Jump back roundhouse. But does it feel for Seeger that he's facing an uphill battle here? Because the damage output is favoring X64.
I mean, he's got more tools, but X64 really is just playing so solid, and I can't stop laughing at that.
Seeger caught him, though, and then catches him again with the jumping. I'm surprised we haven't seen any butt slams in this matchup either. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, they've got to be worried about getting counter headbutt.
Like the rest of the cast, this guy's just taking to the sky, just going cumulonimbus okizeme, but there we go. There's a butt slam. I'm happy. Thank you, Seeger.
Doing the Honda shuffle.
He's got full meter, but I don't see an opportunity in the next 15 seconds. Oh, I was wrong. Oh,
gets
wow.
the chip. All right.
Smothered, covered, capped, and topped. I don't do that with my hash browns at Waffle House. I really just fight at Waffle House. That's what you do.
That's what Waffle Houses are for.
Yeah, of course. You know, like me and the waitress, we just throw the chair back and forth. But I heard that's what people do with the hash browns. So, you know,
Street Fighter Parking Lot Edition, Waffle House.
Because we all know Waffle House is just Southern Hibachi. X64 has a really good round here. Could go up 2-0. Ooh. And just as that round looked so good for Seeger, looked really good there. X64, that damage output was just right on his side. It's like he just ordered that waffle, and you just get like 6 sticks of butter on it.
Oh. Just trading headbutts.
Good jump back there.
The throw.
Yeah, that's
headbutt
a really good
throw. Oh, can you do anything?
Butt slam up, butt slam into the super. He got him, baby. Man, I've never seen neutral like this.
No one has ever seen neutral like this. No one has ever seen this matchup before, I would wager.
I still think I'm the only Super Turbo commentator who's ever mentioned E-Honda twerking. So,
you may be.
That's what I do. I make history.
The Honda shuffle. Do the truffle shuffle, Honda.
That's a good jump to escape there. Oh. X64 with 2 headbutts there that really turned the tide. And
All right, ties it up 2-2. We're going to game 5.
Yeah, just got him like right on the top of that headbutt. Those hitboxes are still active, and I'm just saying, how does this matchup pass concussion protocol?
We got to check both of these players for CTE.
I mean, maybe that's the reason why hands is now going to be a motion that's unsafe on block in SF6.
Oh,
that was
that a
deep.
cross-up almost?
That was so deep. Can X64 get the perfect? And does. Got him full yellow, and now he's on match point, and that's a great way to set the tone and do that. So Seeger instantly responds, butt slam, headbutt, because that's neutral.
Oh, what a cross-up.
Yeah, he's just staying in the face like Maury's cameramen when they find out that you're not the father.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Those cameramen are like, they really stay on
the truffle
people,
shuffle. You know? Yeah.
X64 here on match point. He just needs one jab. Seeger's going to unleash him. What was that? He didn't even need to fully block the super. He just activated that midway. Great recognition of the gap, and that just shows how this old Honda still got the drive. Man, that sounded corny. I'm not putting that on my reel. But
I wouldn't.
I was trying, y'all. I was trying. Come on. I'm an old Honda driver, too.
That was a reach.
Well, actually, no, I'm a Toyota guy, so, you know. That's why we don't say Happy Honda Days. It's offensive to people who celebrate Toyotathon.
I'm a Subaru bro, so,
I've said that too many times already, but you're a Subaru guy?
I am a Subaru
hey,
bro. Yep.
That's cool, man. That's cool. You drive one of those in Initial D also?
Ooh,
I
would if I'd ever seen an Initial. I haven't seen an Initial D machine since like 2004.
Oh, we got a bunch of them in South Florida.
Oh, that's what's up.
Even a V3. I passed Mount Akina.
R.I.P. UC Berkeley's Bearcade. Oh, that was the greatest arcade of all time.
Press F to pay respects.
All right, X64 moves on.
And I want to point out that was a 3 out of 2 set. I love watching 3 out of 2 sets in Super Turbo. This game can go back and forth. Let's be honest, most of the time it doesn't. I mean, most of the time someone's got the better neutral, the better fireballs, the better character, or just like some kind of advantage, and they'll 3-1, 3-0 it. But it's really nice to see that go all the way to the final round there. Hopefully we see more of those rounds as well. But if not, I mean, hey, it's Super Turbo, man. This game goes fast. It's beautiful. It's amazing. It's awesome. And we'll see our next match we got queued up on stage is going to be the other side of the losers bracket. It's going to be Hyphen-ated, who defeated Doughboy. So also, hey. Hyphen-ated got a flex here. You ready?
Okay.
So Hyphen-ated, this guy here, he's got the flex. He defeated the 2 guys on Team East Coast that got all the wins.
Okay.
So now the tier list is Hyphen-ated, Team East Coast with me and Keith, and then Team West Coast. That was a good run by Zos, but yeah.
That's right, Zos. Bearcade for the win. Hell
hey.
Yes. R.I.P. 2005. Never forget.
Man, 2005,
I kicked him out to make room for a gelato stand that like failed instantly.
My college did that too, FIU. Like they had a third strike and a Super Turbo on campus.
Ooh.
It was lit. But yeah, they got rid of it for a pool table. Which was cool, I like pool. But we're not here for billiards.
No, we are not.
But shout outs. I mean, I wish we had Bearcade instead of billiards, and 9-ball is top tier. It's excellent.
My very first experience with gambling, my grandfather had a full-size pool table, and there was a nickel arcade. So I'd save up all my allowance, and so that I could go take it to the nickel arcade. And we visited Grandpa, and he was like, "Hey, you wanna get some extra money for the nickel arcade? I bet you I can sink the 9-ball on the break." And I was like, "Oh, no way, Grandpa, no way." I didn't have any money for the arcade that trip.
Oh, bummer.
You took all my money.
You were fishing the coin slots, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking for nickels in the couch.
Indeed. So that's awesome. We inspired some really interesting copy pasta going on. I love copy pasta. It's great. I never get enough of it.
Yeah, that pasta's not very fresh, though.
Yeah, but it's still better than that pasta that guy dumped out of New Jersey the other day, which I'm really mad about. This guy dumped like 400 pounds of pasta in a river in New Jersey. It's all over the news. The New York Times covered it, so quality journalism. But I was kind of mad because I'm like, it was cooked like spaghetti noodles and elbow macaroni. And it's like, no, like if you're going to waste pasta and throw it away, it's got to be gnocchi or penne. Those are the 2 worst noodles, bar none. Like if someone tries to like force gnocchi on me, I'm out. I'm done.
No thanks.
No, thank you. I would much rather play.
You may as well have just like soup dumplings at that point. They're way tastier.
Yeah, I would rather have soup dumplings while playing Ghosts and Goblins on an NES with the Nintendo Power Glove. It's so bad.
Oh boy, does it get worse than that? It might not.
It does.
Oh,
it's called penne. Like penne is the type of pasta that only strives to be mid at best. Like it instantly brings down the quality of mac and cheese. Like, there is only a certain quality of cheese you could do that works with penne, but once the cheese gets too good, you realize that the penne is in the way.
I bought some penne from a grocery outlet once, and it just disintegrated in the water. It didn't. It just dissolved.
It did you a favor.
It probably did.
I'll tell you what, it did you a favor. Just like we're putting it together, resolving this button check. We got you guys. I want to see Hyphen-ated fight. I want to see more of this Fei Long, and then I want to going up against James Walton. And did that really happen at Bearcade? Did the Undertaker throw Mankind off the Hell in a Cell at Bearcade?
Threw him right off the clock tower. It was amazing. They came to the campus and they put on a special set, and he just threw him right off the bell tower.
Ooh. You know what I heard was that the elevator was broken, so you had to like jump off of it like Shane McMahon style, like like. Oh boys. Okay.
Somebody did strap themselves to the outside of the very top of the clock tower in protest. They were going to cut some trees down. So some people went to live in the trees, and this dude strapped himself outside of the very top of the bell tower. I don't know what he was trying to accomplish, but the photos were amazing.
Oh man, I can imagine. How tall is that bell tower too?
Oh, it's up there. I mean, it's like 3 or 4 stories minimum.
Man, you know what would have been cool if he would have rang it, and then all the people on campus who were infected with Los Plagas would have been like, "Was
Let's
en
go!
Wien, was en Wien," and they go, and then you come out, and you're like, "Where's everyone going? Bingo?" Oh boy, there we go. So,
yes, the underground was before Barricade. They used to have the bowling lanes and a couple of pool tables. I used to play Pit Fighter down there while it was still the underground. Before
the arcade version of Pit Fighter?
Yeah.
Oh, that was awesome. That's a good game. Now, you know what's not a good game? The Super Nintendo version of Pit Fighter.
No home version of Pit Fighter is good.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I mean, the Genesis version is better, but it's not. You know, it's like what the person who taught me how to cook, a wise man once told me, okay? Just because you can fully steam a salmon in the dishwasher doesn't mean you should change your dinner plans. Remember that. You can do that, by the way.
That's it. I think you broke my brain. I think that's it.
What, dishwasher salmon?
I think I've had all I can stand, and I can't stand no more.
You'd be amazed how much cooking you can do with a dishwasher. But that doesn't mean, but pretty much, cooking with a dishwasher is, at best, an arcade port of Pit Fighter.
Zaz, we might have played some Pit Fighter together. If it was the middle 90s, I was a kid. I used to skip school and go to the lab with my mom because she worked at UC Berkeley. And so almost every Friday, I was there playing Pit Fighter for lunch. All right, we finally got ourselves a match.
Yeah, now we get into this losers quarterfinal here. We got James Walton's Fei Long against James Walton's Ryu, Washington's very own, against Oregon's Hyphen. Love this Fei Long, the guy who took out the East Coast team battle here, folks. And also want to give a special shout out to our friends at Vampire Arcadia, our friends. Y'all from Ohio, I remember. I did commentary with them at Combo Breaker. They're great people. So thank you for the raid of 115 people. You guys are the best.
All right, chip them out. Round 1. James Walton.
Man, extra spicy enough salsa on that super fireball to take him out. Gets the first round. But you got to be mindful with those fireballs because this guy's using the chicken wing like it's a projectile.
All right, walking Ryu to the corner. So is he going to let him out? Nope, dip.
Great throw.
Throws him into the other corner.
And connects the Stan Fierce into 3 pieces of the Rekka, and that wasn't a kill. He had to go with the super afterwards. But, man, it should have killed.
You chip me out with super, I chip you out with super.
Yeah, and that was just excellent corner pressure. Again, I love the way Hyphen-ated works with the Rekkas there. He either uses it for pressure, either uses it to confirms, gets that big damage. As we're saying in Gen Z, he leaves no crumbs.
Blocking some of these fireballs with his face, but now he's got the momentum. Oh, catches the jump back.
Oh, yeah, and caught him with the overhead. That's the thing. Fierce Shoryuken tries to cross up with the Tatsu, but escapes the corner there.
Holding on to that super, both of them.
James Walton, who lost to Frank Punches in the earlier match.
Oh, the final hit does not connect.
Oh, what's
up? And James Walton answers back with super.
Yeah, we got another raid here of 210 viewers. So we love y'all. Thank you, Kyle Bossman. Checking out some great Super Turbo action. We promise you it's going to get good. All right, so James Walton going up with the first point there. The Shinku Hadouken on point, getting a score on Hyphen-ated.
All right, walks him straight to the corner.
So Hyphen-ated defeated the 2 people from the East Coast team battle that won games. And also took me out of my top 8 ambitions.
One more hit, and he can just chip out with the super.
Yeah, but Walton's going to keep up with that fireballs.
Nice uppercut.
Great one. Yeah, saw he was within range. Goes straight to the fireball. That's going to give him a life lead. He's going to push him back out of the chicken wing direction. I do not want to be eating any of that spicy stuff. So 2 hits on the Rekka, keeping it safe.
All right, now chip out with super. Nope, anti-air.
Yeah, he was ready for that. The anti-air with the Stan Fierce, with authority. Hyphen-ated here can go and tie it up. More Rekkas right there. Come catch these hands. Got a chicken wing that's going to go over the sweep.
What was that?
That's 4 jumps and 3 Tatsus. So we got a busy hurricane season. And now, again, 2 hits of that, but he gets the juggle. We saw him go for that earlier,
Yeah,
too.
he missed it.
Yeah, we saw him go for that earlier because he gets those 2 hits there, and then he went for that extra jump. And we're like, can that juggle? And it seems it was right. Hypothesis confirmed. I love when a good hypothesis comes together in a top 8, you know? How can Hyphen-ated respond? He's got him in the corner there. Breaks the box, even though that doesn't do any extra damage. It just looks cool.
It just looks so cool, yeah.
It looks cool, yeah.
Got his meter locked, so Walton's got to watch the fireballs.
Oh, he had to do that. He had to do that, and that's awesome for it. If he wins this round because of it, I mean, he is wrecking on borrowed time, and he came so close. Wow. Using that super to get through it. Beautiful work. We are out here. James Walton taking a 2-0 lead. I mean, I really like the pressure Hyphen-ated is doing walking down. Let's see if it can return his favor, if it can reward his style of play.
These feel way closer than the 2-0 score would indicate.
That's how Super Turbo is, though.
That's fair.
Like, every round is always like this. Well, this round right now, it was in Walton's favor until the 3-piece. And then can he get the juggle off it? Yes, he does. 3 hits off of the super? Sir, this is Seattle. 3 hits of the super?
That was great.
Off that, and that was a juggle. Like, he just did like 6-hit air combo. Fei Long. Only gets 2 hits in the record there, but he wanted that 3rd. This time he gets that 3rd.
Just relentless Rekka pressure.
Yeah, and he's got that super. And that's going to be a while before James Walton could build up a super on his own.
That had to be an input error. You don't want a full screen DP.
Yeah, someone's going to whip out the super. Oh, no. Again, burning kick, and Hyphen goes up with the first score there. And again, as you were saying, like, it looks like Hyphen's chasing him down, like, through the whole match. So, like, if he can tie it up and make that comeback from down 2-0, like, he's been in this fight the whole time. It's just, he's just got to close out some of those rounds.
Takes the hit and throws. Gets some Rekka for chip. Oh, but gets a sweep after. Was that final Rekka not safe, or did we push another button?
Do you want to see that come back in a later Street Fighter title, like taking the jump in so you could get the throw?
Yes, I do.
I do too.
I would
see. I'm glad we can agree on weird things like that. You know?
I would not hate if that was the thing again.
It's like me insisting on Resident Evil 1 for the Sega Saturn. I know it's the inferior version, but I gotta have it. Oh, match point for James Walton there. Match point there. Great anti-air. But Hyphen-ated still going to continue to chase, and I want him to. I encourage this. But Hyphen-ated cannot afford to lose this round here. Winner of this takes on X64 in the loser's semifinal. We're going to get into the top 4. Great throw by James Walton. Follows it up with the fireball there. The red one in the face fireball.
James just trying to close this round out.
Yeah, the super fireball gets a lot of chip damage there. But Hyphen-ated has the super on deck, but the jumping roundhouse done.
James Walton takes it. Moving on in the bracket. Facing X64.
Man, just a great run. Great run from Hyphen-ated there. I mean, it's tough to lose like that when the score is 3-1, but it was like you were really seeing a clinic of some great Fei Long tech, amazing juggles. I mean, just like the dragon was unleashed, man. Yeah,
that Rekka pressure was almost spotless.
It was really good. It was like he could have probably been a better rip-off Bruce Lee than. Did you ever see those like the Bruce Lees that came after Bruce Lee's death? Like Bruce Lee?
No, I never wanted to.
You know, as a kung fu lover, like
that's fair, yeah.
It's worth watching, but I'm just saying that like what Hyphen-ated brought with Fei Long, that was authentic. That was good. That was really good. That was a really good run. I tip my hat to it, but James really pulling it out with some really just doing a great job with that. I want to say something else too. People talk about shout out to Riz1 mentioning that
Bruce Leroy.
Yes, there was Bruce Leroy, The Last Dragon. Great movie, by the way. But did you know this, okay? Did you know this? The Steve Urkel Bruce Lee? Like, where Steve Urkel had this... Okay, do I really have to explain Family Matters? I shouldn't. Like, the show made no sense once in a while. Like, there's an episode where they got an argument and they settled it on American Gladiators. Why? I don't know, because ratings. There was another episode where they got beat up by the Bushwhackers, a WWF tag team. Shout outs to Butch, who recently died. So, like... Or was it Luke? One of them died, but like shout-outs because Bushwhackers were my favorite tag teams. Okay, so he gets this like transformation thing. Oh, we're going to break? All right. So, yeah, we're going to take a quick break. Oh, okay, sorry. So, the person, so Steve Urkel transforms into Bruce Lee, right? and starts beating up people, it's the Green Ranger. It's Jason David Frank.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, he's beating up
okay.
Jason David Frank. Look it up. Look up Urkel turning into Bruce Lee. He beats up the Green Power Ranger. It's Jason David Frank with a goatee. I'm telling you. I am telling you. This show made no sense. How does Urkel beat up the Green Ranger? Do you know that? That means he's been holding back on Lord Zed the whole time.
That's the power of love.
Like, Urkel could have, like, bodied Lord Zed, like, 3-0 free. And it never happened.
They were on different stations.
No, because he cared too much about. He was simping too hard over Laura. That's why. So with that said,
we're gonna take a break.
We're gonna take a break. All right. So we're gonna drink some water, so we don't talk too much about Laura. Okay. Howdy ho, Winslows. We love all of you. And yeah, look it up. Like Urkel bodies the Green Ranger. It happens. So we'll be back with more Super Turbo action. We got top 4 coming your way. That's going to be X64 against James Walton on the loser side, and Jwong and Frank Punches on the winner's side. But seriously, look that up.
Japan, Brazil, USA, China, USSR, India, Spain, Thailand.
Okay, Fight Kingdom, we're back here in Seattle. We're going to bring you this winner's final set. We got Jwong against Frank Punches, which we saw earlier, so it's going to be a good O.Sagat versus hyper fighting Ryu costume affair. It's going to be incredible. The only thing that could be nearly as exciting as this is my Family Matters fan fiction with the Power Rangers, where the Green Ranger has that candle that depletes his power or whatever.
I will take your word for it.
That green candle? Well, yeah. Urkel,
Oh, here we go.
He blew it out. Yeah.
O.Sagat.
I'll get back to that story. So,
nice standing roundhouse.
Sniping for the knees there with those low
Oh
tiger
my
shots.
goodness,
That
Ryu's
limits your
health
movement.
is just gone.
You got to really focus everything on those low tiger shots, because if he's able to get 3 or 4 of those, they add up. I know this because I do addition.
Math is hard, okay?
And that's what I love about Wong there, like you mentioned, the trip guard and catching him with that roundhouse every single time.
Every time.
He's been anti-airing more with that than with the tiger uppercut.
I mean, even having access to that super, this just okay.
Yeah, solar plexus super, low forward fireball.
All right, Ryu looking pretty strong.
Got the jump in there. Wong didn't give me follow up there. Frank still has the life lead, and bam. Deep dish on that uppercut.
Oh, doesn't get the uppercut. Stayed crouching off that jump in.
Well, every time Ryu gets a 3-hit combo in Super Turbo,
and Angel gets his wings.
I just say I crack a smile. But I mean, angels could get wings too. That's cool, you know. I'm all for that. So more 3-hit combos for Ryu, please. Frank, again on point. Wow, surprisingly did knock the last hit. But the galaxy brain of doing the light DP on the opponent's wake up. My man. So we're going to the character select screen. No, I was just saying, I got this image of like Urkel blowing out like the Green Ranger's power candle and then going, did I do that? There we go. The world saved. All right, so. See how much damage that Tiger Uppercut did? 1 hit, all you need. I'm a bigger fan of Tiger Uppercuts that only hit once. I know you like CBS too. When that Tiger Uppercut goes, it doesn't do it for me.
Well, the multi-hitting one is more for meter than damage. If you want damage, you actually do a cancel into a lighter strength DP.
Yes. Good timing on that jump in. That's a great reaction. Justin got a good read on that super. I mean, there's that situation where you see it, like 95 out of 10 doctors approve this type of toothpaste. You know they're going to try to do that super in the corner as well.
Justin just getting so much mileage out of that trip guard roundhouse.
Now, I'm always going to be those
Dodging
1 out of 10 dentists that doesn't like that brand of mouthwash. So, again, he reads it. Yep. It's like he sees it. He sees the jump. He makes the jump saying, you're going to do a super. And then in response, they do the super.
That's checkmate there. Sure, you can DP through the fireball, but he recovers in time to fierce you out of the DP.
And the stand fierce. It's overshadowed by the CBS 2 version of it, but does a fantastic job of being a great poke, especially a go-to anti-air with good reach that some normals may not have the speed or distance to get to.
Doesn't get the jump in.
I like that.
Great reversal through the fireball.
And especially
not that time though. Did the slow one and messed him up.
I mean, as impressive as it is, he lost half of his health. And, the trade favors Justin there. Justin, again, just avoiding that super. This time taking the block. He just knows when Ryu players are going to do these things.
He's just so patient, too. He's willing to sit there and wait.
And that's exactly how Sagat should be playing. And we also see shades of this in his Alpha 2 Rose. A very patient Rose. Which is just a great thing to see and learn from. But Frank got the pressure there, and I mean, I don't need to block your wake-up DP. I got an option for you that'll take it to the bank.
No, it just supered right through that DP. It was awesome. Oh, gonna get a 3-hit.
The 3 hits again. You know, I'm a big fan of that one. Like, I'm a big fan of the FF7 remake. It's excellent. Okay. So, I'll just say that. Yeah. Oh, again, this time being unpredictable. Frank punches in those 2 rounds, able to get those supers that connects, and you see how it turns the tide and gives him that 2-1 lead. I mean, he's whipping it out in, like, really tight spaces. He might be able to get that thing on his carry-on luggage even. Like, we know how hard it is to, like, it's tricky to get a stick past TSA if you don't get it out of your bag. But Frank punches his Shinku Hadouken. I mean, it's looking like it's coming out of... He can get it anywhere.
Jab DP that time.
Using the light Tatsu to get over the low tiger shot, but Justin Wong going for the high tiger shots now.
Starting to pepper in some high tiger shots to beat the jump-ins, I think.
Yeah, you're going to catch people on the pre-jump starting to go up because they're going to react to it like it is the low tiger shot. So it's going to catch them on the way up, and it's going to create that greater depth of deception, which is what Sun Tzu is all about. I was liking the maneuvering there from Frank punches, but all it takes is just 2. It just takes 2 tiger shots to be able to hit.
It's true. It's nice to, with the hurricane kick, to dodge the tiger shot and build a little bit of meter.
And there's no universal option for going around that fireball either.
Oh, gonna land on it. Oh!
That's one thing that Justin Wong does so well is that when you do that reaction to get around the fireball, whether it be the light Tatsu, a neutral jump, a forward jump, or even blocking, or even another fireball, like Justin Wong, who just evens it up 2-2, Justin knows exactly what to do in the next step to react to it.
Yeah, and that round was almost like Gradius with all the fireballs to dodge.
Ooh.
All right, the final game.
Gradius hurts my eyes.
Winners finals.
Yeah, and that great reach on the jumping roundhouse there. Able to take it, and Justin's fireball pressure is just on point. Oh, that's a really good response from Frank punches there. With the light Tatsu over into the fireball, but that beastly tiger uppercut. Yeah. Jwong needs 1 round to get into the grand finals of Fight Kingdom. So he goes fast, he goes slow. Like that way he can be able to throw him off the timing of that neutral jump. So Frank has to do at the apex of his jump, do a light Tatsu, but there's that high tiger shot. I'm telling you, here is the problem. In what's happening there in the strategy in this final round. Justin is the one rolling the dice. He's the one dictating the pace of the motion, the flow.
All right, blocks the super.
Again, but Frank punches has a life lead here.
He's holding on. Oh, he doesn't have the life lead anymore, though, so
yeah,
now he has to
was
go
good,
in.
but he got the sweep off of that light Tatsu.
Oh, lands on the fireball.
No.
Oh, my God. Justin Wong in grand finals.
And there's another option he knows how to react to. Jump back Tatsu takes it, just putting on an absolute clinic. Now Frank punches moves down to the loser's bracket where he will face off against the winner of James Walton and X64, which should be a very hype match as well. But yeah, I enjoyed that very much.
That was
definitely a lot of fun.
Fantastic winners finals.
Yeah, and another 3-2 set.
Yep, it went down to the wire.
Look at this. Like this top 8. You've got three matches that ended in the final fight. So as a Super Turbo enthusiast, I like seeing that. I like seeing the back and forth, the adaptations that we've been seeing. They're very subtle, but they make a big difference. And that's just where it's at. So we got James Walton returning to the stage, having just eliminated Hyphen-ated with a great run with Fei Long. Like, that was just amazing. And then on the other side, we've got X64, who we saw overcoming Seeger in that very interesting Honda mirror.
Yeah, so X64 played N.Honda versus Justin?
He played, X64 played... No, he played Boxer against Justin Wong.
That's right. It was
Boxer.
Yeah,
in the opening of the stream, he played Boxer because I wanted to say, we were going to have Sagat versus Honda, so it's going to be the cover of Street Fighter 2 Turbo for the Super Nintendo, and I sounded so cool saying that, and then he picks his Boxer, and I look like an idiot. And it's like, I mean, to be honest with you, I feel like the chat kind of let me off easy too. Like, I feel like they let me get away with it.
Well, how can you know?
I don't know, because I've seen my Twitter mentions, and they can be pretty brutal. So it's like, Like, I'll never forget this one dude talking about me in CVS too, and I mentioned like this move comes from Third Strike, and like, no, it comes from New Generation. I'm like, yeah, so does parrying, but no one plays New Generation. Yeah. 95% of Street Fighter 3 is Third Strike. 99% of Street Fighter 3 is Third Strike. If anyone's playing like Second Impact, it's like a big deal.
Normally, I would say that technically correct is the best kind of correct, but that's just being asinine.
And the last few times I've seen Second Impact is people who just want Ibuki and Sean to be great. There we go. Okay.
I think I've seen some Akuma shenanigans in Second Impact, too. Or no, because he was only Third Strike, right?
Yeah. So, okay, X64 going with his Honda. As we know, his Honda, very well renowned, very good. My favorite Honda, by the way, is Killer Miller. Shout out to Tanya. She's the best. Kusamando from Japan. I've learned a lot from him as well.
Killer Miller waxed me at Evo.
She's good, man.
She's so good.
She's good. Her and El Trouble, man, they do work.
Absolutely waxed me.
Yeah, shout out to Eugene, man. I love you, too. You know, El Trouble, which is Spanish for the trouble.
You don't say.
Yeah. So, 14 seconds left. We got a whip DP. He's going to give him a bunch of knees to the face, throw some hands, but still doesn't have a life lead. 4 seconds left. You got to use that super. He doesn't. Does not happen. Slips through. James Walton survives by a matter of 3 seconds and 30 pixels. I think it's 30 pixels. I'm becoming a graphic designer, guys, so the Adobe Creative Cloud subscription coming in handy. All right, so.
Oh, gets to throw again.
That Ocho's not going to kill, though.
Reversal attack. Wow. Headbutts the cross-up hurricane.
Yeah, it takes back that round there.
Oh, Akuma is in Second Impact. Okay. I thought I saw some shenanigan videos with him.
Yeah, Akuma was doing Second Impact. Chun-Li's doing Third Strike. I love the Second Impact soundtrack, too. I think it's very good. Oh, there we go. Anti-air headbutt. Now he's got full meter, but not enough to chip him out. This time there is enough to chip him out. So he can't throw a fireball. So the stare down into that kick. You know, you got that WrestleMania stare down. You know, where you got Limp Bizkit like playing, you know, that just one more while The Rock and Austin stare each other down. That's the best WrestleMania stare down ever. Hogan and Warrior, close second.
In my heart, it's Hogan Warrior or Hogan Andre the Giant.
Ooh, I like that one too.
That was a great stare down.
Yeah.
All right, juggles him off the fireball, but just jumps right in.
Yeah, but James has himself in the corner there. He's got to get that jump. Get to the middle of the screen. He stuffs the butt slam. No, sir. You stay in your seat and you buckle up while we face turbulence on this flight.
Knee bash.
Yeah, and that knee bash is scary. I mean, it gives me memories of, like, New Ken's kick throw as well as
the boxer headbutt.
Where he could low profile you underneath and woof. I mean, it's just bad. It's like playing Monopoly with all your friends owning hotels. And you know what's the only solution to that? Not having friends anymore.
Yeah, throw loops are an extra special kind of Kusoge.
Oh, we're going to see it again? Yeah, James thought he had it. I thought it was going to have it, too. I would have done that DP as well. I definitely would have done that DP.
Oh, wow. Solar plexus and throw from almost max range.
Oh, great read. Goes for the Ocho. Give me that max damage.
Does it again.
Double dunking on both sides. X64 could go up 2-0.
Ooh.
With the Viism Alpha 3 colors there.
You'd love to see it.
You really do.
All right, 100-hand slap to build some meter.
Let's not forget, Alpha 3 with the original World Tour mode.
All right, peppering him with fireballs.
Yeah, that's real good fireball pressure. He could even it up here, and X64 could lose the lead. Ooh, yeah, all he needs is just a little bit of that trade. And now we're even up 1-1. That was a good comeback from James. Great reads. And I'm like, again, James has done some ESPN's top 10 stuff. Like that jumping strong juggle on the way up after that Shinku Hadouken. I love it. That's the quickest way to get in my heart besides making a cocktail with Starry. Have you tried Starry? It's amazing.
You know we're not sponsored by Starry, right?
It's my favorite soda anyways. It's great. Like, they finally got rid of Sierra Mist and gave us a quality beverage. Thank you, Pepsi. Okay.
Sierra Mist was trash tier.
It was. And Starry solved all the problems. There we go. Okay. So, butt slams are missing. Stand roundhouse. Boom. Got him.
Going for the... Oh, no. Doesn't go the Ocho again.
Oh, yeah. Gets that neutral jump and it crosses up. I love seeing that. I really do, you know. It's just great. leaves that sour taste in X64's mouth, like realizing that you're drinking a Sprite instead. Ugh. Like today at Jack in the Box. Depressing. I won a Jack in the Box for the first time in my life today. Yeah.
What'd you think?
It's
okay. You can say they're mid.
I think it's like, it could be not mid if like I was in a different state of mind.
Fair.
So I'll just say it. Like the kind of state of mind where I want to eat those tacos. Anti-air sweep. You love to see it. You love to see it, and that puts James Walton up 2-1. This guy was staring down the barrel of going down 0-2.
He was.
And now he's turning around and got it 2-1. That's all the difference those fireball traps could do. And X64 going back to his boxer pick that we saw in the beginning of the top 8. Ooh, he got that one tap with the low dash.
Ooh. Shades of Daigo versus Choi.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah.
Okay, whiffs the super, gets punished.
You think we're going to see that? 5 jabs to a super?
I want to see it.
I want to see it too, man. It's like watching Urkel beat down the Green Ranger, man. It's just something to see, man. It's a spectacle. Good read on that, and he's going to go for the headbutt traps, keeping it good with the low short on his wake up. That's going to put X64 up 1. What do you think about this counter pick going from Boxer to take on Ryu?
Well, I think we'll see. Can you win 2 more with it?
It's all about how you can react to those fireballs, but also like how you can get away with those headbutts. Like those headbutts can be punished, and if they get called out, then we can see those things happen. Oh, did you see how deep that Tatsu hit?
Oh, and then into the throw for the next cross-up Tatsu.
Man, he got to get the eye wall of the Hurricane right past those Storm Shutters.
So much pressure. He's not fearing the headbutt at all.
Not at all, but now X64 has to fear facing a match point. Could eliminate this. He's got to find some other tactics aside from biting off his ear, Tyson style.
There's a headbutt. Okay. Make him pay for some of these jumps, please. Oh, nice rush punch.
Real good anti-air. Good response here from X64. He's got James in the corner here. This is Oregon versus Washington, so you know they're going to make it rain. Man, it really rains a lot up here, dude.
It absolutely does.
Wow. If he just got one more of that Buffalo
nice
upper,
overhead.
But still gets that jump in, roundhouse, boom, caught him crouching. And now we're going to a final fight.
All right, we're getting yet another Game 5.
And you want to know what I love? Another set that's going to go down to 3-2. You love to see it in a Super Turbo Top 8. It just shows that we're competitive, man. We're adapting, you know? I mean, as a player, you want to win 3-0 everything, of course.
Oh, yeah, but as
a
a spectator, we want Game 5 every time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Exactly. And also when I put this in my commentary reel, they're like, ooh, you know, he commentated a decisive situation. And I could say some quality commentary here, but instead I'm just going to do a Macho Man impression. So James Walton over there, he's unjustifiably in a position he'd rather not be. But the cream of the Ryus will rise to the top. Dig it, yeah. All right, so.
That was one of the better Macho Man impressions I've heard.
You know, it cleanses my throat to do that. You know, it's either that or singing Nickelback, and like it helps my throat. And I don't sing Nickelback. I'm more of a Backstreet Boys guy during karaoke. So X64 match point here, and he's got a full meter. If he gets that Buffalo train running, it's messy, but he goes full screen with it. Not only did he derail the train, but he managed to save the lady tied to the tracks too. Okay. So if James gets a jump in here,
snipes him out of the air.
Can force the final round here. Oh, good fireball, but doesn't get the kill. Gets that jump. It's safe.
James Walton fighting for his life.
Yeah, he needed to get that fireball out there. You could see X64 was trying to build that meter up. But again, we got one more round, folks. 99 seconds to decide it here. Turnaround punch there, forcing the corner pressure. Good sweep response to punish that. Wow, where did that hurricane kick come from? I don't know, and I'm from Florida. That's wild. All right, so
much pressure from Boxer here. Oh, this might do it.
Super and the throw. It's going to chip him out. Woo. That was impressive. The crowd is going wild with a good applause there. Thank you, Stream, for being a part of that. Another 3-2 set that we saw. What a loser semifinal.
Clutched it out, and now your reward is Frank punches.
But that's Super Turbo, baby. But X64 with that character swap going into Boxer. I know that was an unpopular choice with people in the chat. They want to see the sumo do it. They want to see the headbutts go all the way. But he had to stick to his guns to get away through that Shoto style of play. We saw him try to use that pick against Jwong earlier. But this time it pays off and eliminates James Walton. So now we are heading into the losers final. And it's going to be X64 against Frank Punches, representing those handsome boys, man. Those handsome boys, man. They're really starting to do some work, you know. They're looking like, I guess, are they like the Judgment Day of Super Turbo? Or maybe the NWO? Or maybe the Four Horsemen? I don't know. But, you know, I want to see more stables in Super Turbo. I want to see people just gang up like we're a Super Turbo squad, you know.
It would make team and league matches a lot more entertaining and interesting.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it would create a blow-up because then you got Team Something, Team Chris. And that's bad for marketing, obviously. But I've never been marketing friendly anyway, so there we go.
Did we have a Zangief in this ST tournament at all?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't think we did.
Okay.
No, I don't recall seeing any Zangief. I think we had some Hawk, but I think it was, as far as the grapplers go, it's been mostly Honda.
Oh yeah, there was definitely a Hawk player in the team battle last night. At least they said they were a T-Hawk player.
Yeah. That was that did happen. That team battle was lit. I mean, and shout outs to Leo G. That's the father of the Nam 7.
Yes.
Who was the captain of the East Coast team, who wisely selected me with the first pick. But they're going to upload that VOD. That VOD's going to be lit.
And if anybody...
There's some good fights on that team battle. So, I really hope that team battle gets a lot of love on YouTube because, hey, if there's one thing Team Chris loves, it's a team battle.
All right. Losers finals. Handsome Boys Frank Punches. And X64 is just going Boxer to start it off. Not going to mess with Honda against yet another Ryu player.
Immediately anti-air with the Hurricane Kick into the solar plexus.
Oh, takes the hit and throws.
Yeah, keeping those headbutts safe, out of the range
There
of
we
being
go.
swept on the trip
Walks
guard.
under and then walks back.
Yeah, got the jump in and then got a bait with the DP, which sets up for that dash straight. He's going right. I mean, it's like he was walking through the streets of Seattle, just extended his arms, and someone threw a fish into
jumps into the throw.
Is there a market nearby where I could catch a fish? Like, someone's going to throw me a fish and I'll catch it? Because I need a good picture of that.
You'd have to go to Seattle proper for that, I think.
I'll try. Okay.
Oh!
X64 going to town. I did not see that super coming. I definitely did not. Came out of nowhere. Those are some good baits. Those are some good setups there from X64. Like the way he's been using that Boxer and, favoring it, doing very well, kind of, taking out the Shotos here. So if you're not a fan of the Shotos, and definitely rooting for X64 to keep that work going down.
Picking the right Ryu color.
I agree. This is the right Ryu color.
Yeah. There are definitely wrong answers to Ryu colors. This is the right one.
I love that. Whiffing some buttons. Still has enough to anti-air DP. He walks in, walks back, does that two-step samba on rhythm with the Whalers.
Getting a lot of mileage out of that, too. It's been really effective in this match.
I am calling that band the Whalers, and I don't care.
Are you going to do it again?
Okay.
It does it again.
We're going to see a super soon. Who's it going to come from first? Air to air with that jumping roundhouse. Ooh, just catches him on the Tatsu. I call that storm shutters.
X64 has been ready for the cross-up Tatsu. Nearly every time Frank Punches has done it, he's either gotten thrown or punched it for his trouble.
And he's been the kryptonite for Shotos and Sagats all across this game, but that was an unwise headbutt. You see that when you whiff a headbutt too deep, I mean, it's a free combo that you could just dig deep in there, and Frank Punches gets a perfect out of this one, so that's rare in this tournament to see, but that's awesome. To be honest with you, though, I've been in so many tournaments, I don't care about getting perfects anymore. It used to be a moral victory for me, but...
No, it's going to happen no matter what. No matter what game, at some point.
It's like, I've lost a lot of matches where I got a perfect, and I'm like, well, at least I perfected that round, but, did you really succeed? Then you're going to be like Giannis saying, there's no failure. I had to do it. Okay, so Frank Punches jumps in, but that's just going to lead right into more of those throws.
Oh. Okay, done.
I think he wanted to get more of the punish on that whiffed headbutt there, and because of that, he just gave he just gave Boxer an invitation to just do a little bit more work and taking a lead. I believe this is going to be 2-0. Thank you guys for joining us, too, by the way. I mean, I know it's 1:30 in the a.m. on the East Coast. That's where most of my fans are. Yeah, you know, I have fans. It's weird. So, like, but they're all on the East Coast. So, like, thank you for staying up. You know, you guys are great. We appreciate you. So, we're going to give you guys a loser's final that's well worth watching here.
All right, so far, Frank Punch is doing real well. And
yeah, but
commentators curse. It's falling apart.
Trust me, I've done a lot worse. You can make a whole compilation reel of it. This time, yeah. This time he gets all 5 punches, the 5-knuckle shuffle. You might as well just do the John Cena taunt. You can't see me. So X64 on match point to send another Shoto home. Will he do it? Or will Frank Punches respond? Frank Punches, one of the stronger players on the West Coast team from yesterday. He was eliminated by Doughboy. But Keith eliminated Frank Punches.
Nice. Reversal attacks through the fireball and actually lands
Oh, man. That reminds me of that final there with Super V at EVO.
All right, is this the beginning of Frank Punches coming back?
I don't know if you guys saw that. It was Choi versus Super V. That grand finals at EVO and Super Turbo last year. Ryu versus Boxer. That was such a good set. Make sure you see that if you get a chance. That was a really delicious set, though. And what I just saw with the Light Tatsu crossing over X64's Boxer, shades of that. Yep, good sweep on reaction. Gets the throw. Can Frank Punches finally get one on the board there?
Nice block on the overhead.
Yeah, the chip is not enough. The anti-air is not enough. And gets the plasma to just push ahead.
All right, Frank Punches gets one on the board. So we've got 2-1.
Okay. 2-1. Frank Punches on the board. And Frank, like, this is the thing about Super Turbo. You can be down 2-0, but, like, these rounds are so close that, like, it is possible to see comebacks happen.
These have been really even fights the whole way. I mean, Bison is down 40%, but it's not gonna matter if he gets a touch.
And it's the only game where you could get a fireball after a sweep. I may be wrong, but, like, it's very prevalent in Super Turbo. And Frank Punches has been turning the tide. He's got a momentum. A lot of people in the chat are saying this might be a turning point here. So we're seeing he's got that. He's figured out some fireball pressure. Got that safe jump involved. Oh, anti-air's on point. What else does this guy have in his bag? It's infinite.
Went for a walk-up throw, I think.
It's like Santa's bag in Violent Night. Like he reaches through and he just pulls out random weapons. Do you see that movie? It's not very good.
Your mistletoe is no match for my toe missile.
And just like that, Frank Punches, man, fireballs his way to a 2-2. I mean, this guy was tearing down the barrel of 3-0, and we just saw he just made some corrections on the fireballs. But, man, X64, I mean, when we saw the Super on Super, who was going to win the exchange, and it still didn't kill?
It did not.
And to have the perseverance to keep going and headbutt again, these are moments that'll mentally break you as a player, but you got to persevere. And that's what makes champions happen, just as we're about to decide in the next grand final set. Let me get a little Tasty Steve on him, you know. Make some noise! I like that guy. I'm cool with Tasty Steve. I love
Tasty Steve is amazing.
Yeah, Esteban.
Easily one of my favorite commentators.
Esteban Sabroso. So we're just doing some button checks here. We got grand finals coming your way. It's going to be Sagat versus, it's going to be Boxer. I mean, he's...
It's got to be. It's got to be Boxer.
I just really want that Super Nintendo cover. But I'm not going to tell these guys what characters to pick. Because, like, you know how many people were telling me what characters to pick in Street Fighter my whole life? In fact, you're the one telling me to pick a different group in CVS, too.
Hey, different groove, not different characters.
You're right, you're right.
I'm telling
you're
you
right.
to stick to your characters.
But I should be using Seeger anyway.
You should
so
absolutely be using Seeger.
We'll see how that plays out tomorrow.
Yeah.
I won't blame you if I go, too, though.
I'm not saying do it in the tournament tomorrow.
I'll do it in the tournament tomorrow.
Okay.
You don't test hypothesis in tournament?
You want to grind some practice, man. I got you.
You don't go in bracket with a hypothesis?
I do not. No.
You don't live on the edge?
Tournament combos all the way.
Oh, man. You got to test something for competition. You know that I learned Stored Super, Chun-Li Stored Super? I learned how to do it on a plane. True story. I learned how to do it on a plane. The next day, I hit it in tournament against the Dulzim, do a standing fierce. This is
that would be good.
literally me at the Red Bull Battlegrounds tournament.
All right, grand finals. We're getting into it.
Yes, Justin on the winner's side.
Justin Wong is already throwing tiger shots.
I'm just saying, the best pop-off in the world is when you get up saying, that worked? Come on, live a little.
All right, throwing tigers, keeping Boxer at bay. But Boxer's jumping, doing his best to get in, but it's not looking good this round.
Yeah, the key to this matchup, Onakage, is where Boxer lands after the headbutts that get around the fireball. And we saw, as evidenced in the winner's semifinal at the beginning of the stream, that Justin knows the exact next step. So it's like X64 is going to be rolling the dice, looking to get to St. Charles Place, but Justin's already got 2 houses on Pacific and Pennsylvania. So
You are feeling the monopoly.
it's the greatest board game ever.
Oh. All right, just ready with the tiger shot after the headbutt. Those tiger shots refresh so fast.
Justin Wong has a great life lead here.
Ooh.
Waited for it.
Clutch
That
uppercut.
patience. Very clutch. Good awareness there. And exactly, it's where that headbutt lands. Like, good players are going to make Boxer's headbutt work against him. And if he gets one to whiff or gets one to space incorrectly, that Sagat's going to get a world of hurt. He's going to reach deep into that scar, and he's going to give you some emotional damage.
He's going to give you some chip damage with all these tiger shots.
That was just a really bad Uncle Roger impression I did there, so.
Just dodging all the tiger shots, doing a little bit of damage to Sagat, but
Justin Wong has a decisive life lead here.
now Justin's not throwing tigers while he's got charge. He's not going to get super through.
Light headbutt there.
Oh,
what was he
happened?
reaching for? What was Justin looking for? I don't know, but for that to happen in the grand finals. But, I mean, Justin's got that cushion of being on the winner's side. So this is the part of the tournament where you, Onakage, where you make hypotheses. You test them, you know? And then you accept or reject the hypothesis after the grand finals reset. I think that's the scientific method, right? 2 jumps.
For us mere mortals, we like to be sure of our answers in tournament.
Not me. I like figuring it out. I want to learn more supers on a plane. So low strong gets that, punches him right in the eye patch there. That gives X64 a short-lived life lead.
Oh, so
That
close.
trade. We've seen Justin get a lot of those trades.
All right, X64 really needs to win this round. Going down 2-0 to Justin is not going to be a hard mountain to climb.
Indeed, especially if you got a winner's bracket reset on the way. I mean, he's going to need to channel some Rumble in the Jungle there. He's going to need, like, not Ali to beat George Foreman. He's going to literally need George Foreman and Ali to stand together in the center of the ring and, like, fuse like Dragon Ball Z style.
This has been the most one-sided fight since Ali fought a mechanical Joe Frazier. My memory's not what it used to be, but I think the entire Earth was destroyed.
Yeah, Justin trying to punish that whiffed headbutt there with the sweep there. No reach, but X64 really reaching deep. But Justin Wong can win this on the winner's side here. That Tiger knee with 2 hits. That's off to a good start.
Boxer's in trouble.
Yeah, he's going to have to make some adaptations to get in on this Muay Thai.
Okay, we're doing the work. We're doing the work.
Dash low. That's a good jump in, but
nice
no.
jump over the super.
Man, Justin Wong has this sixth sense of knowing when you're going to do the super.
Justin Wong, tournament point.
I would love someone to like mansplain that to me and be like, yeah, it's called the Wong factor, duh. I'm sure that's in the comments section of a Reddit or
Oh, it's got to be.
Yeah. Oh, man, Justin Wong, can he close this out with a perfect? Shots to the knees there. You know Balrog loves...
All right, gets a knockdown, gets to do a little bit of work.
Or aiming for Boxer below the belt. Gets that sweep there. He's got 1 hit. X64 needs to use the super with his tournament like, no!
There it is.
The 3-0.
Justin Wong, your Super Turbo champion in Fight Kingdom 2023.
Decisive fashion as well, you know. I mean, I witnessed this having faced Justin Wong in the first round of this tournament, and just like I saw that killer instinct that comes from other games being put into this game. And you see just absolute masterclass of fireballing and just staying 2 or 3 steps ahead. Justin Wong was just on another level in the Super Turbo tournament and definitely earned it. And it was definitely a good stacked bracket we have here. A lot of great talent. And let's go through the bracket, Nkage. Recap us.
Yeah, X64 lost in the first round to Jwong and managed to bring it all the way back to get his run back in grand finals. Frank Punches took it 3-0 over James Walton. My Vega player, Doughboy, didn't make it out against Fei Long.
That was a great set.
And then Virsaga and Seeger with some amazing Honda play.
Yeah, props to Virsaga for making the top 8. I mean, he's a great player to get there, and that's awesome. What I like, too, about this bracket, let's continue and go into the winner's final. Jwong, 3-2 over Frank Punches. That was amazing to see. Frank Punches put up what an amazing fight in the winner's final as well as the loser's final. I mean, coming up as close as you can get to making it out, but just not being able to get the reach there.
And are you ever going to see O.Honda versus N.Honda again in your life? You may not.
You may not, no. So this was a very special tournament, and that set between X64 and Seeger definitely is one of the highlights of the match there, that old Honda. I mean, it was really close because Seeger was actually using that super and definitely showing what the old Honda is missing. But still, X64 was able to persevere and good use of running the 2 characters through the bracket, brawling it out with the Honda, and then also getting around the Shotos and the Sagats with Boxer.
Yeah, truffle shuffled around the N.Honda and then switched back to Boxer when it mattered.
And let's talk about the losers quarterfinal there. James Walton did a masterful job as well with fireball spacing, being able to push back and be able to take on Hyphen-ated's Fei Long, who's been able to had great movement, great confirms, but James Walton just played the right way and then was able to take care of that. And then we had a 3 out of 2 set with James Walton against X64. That was amazing. That Boxer and Ryu, definitely something to see. And then the losers final, Frank Punches coming up short again. And then the beauty of this tournament is it begins the way it ends. It's poetic. Starts with the 3-0. Against X64,
it ends with the 3-0.
And ends with the 3-0. Jwong against like the same thing. So in the end, it just came and did it. So it was awesome. What a great
What a phenomenal tournament. I think they're about to do the medal ceremony, so I think that's going to be it for us. I will see you all tomorrow on CBS2, hopefully.
Yeah, I will be commentating the top 8 for Street Fighter V tomorrow. Same stream at 11 a.m. Pacific time. That is going to be 2 p.m. Eastern time back at home, Miami, for the Miami boys. But I might play in the CVS2 tomorrow, but I really look forward to getting that top 8 Street Fighter V action. So looking forward to jumping in. But we're going to take it over to the medal ceremony where we got our boys, Zaffo and them, taking it away to these winners and these awesome, well-deserved top 8 Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo
for
players.
Cammy. There was no Cammy, but we'll do the Cammy pose.
Oh, yeah, there we go. So we got
all right, our Super Street Fighter 2 top 8 in 7th place, Virsaga. Also in 7th place, Doughboy. Coming in at 5th, Seeger. Also in fifth, Hyphen-ated. Coming in at number 4, wake up in the morning feeling like James Walton. James Walton. And in third place, Frank Punches. In second place, X64. And our champion, Justin Marvelous Wong. Ladies and gentlemen, your Super Street Fighter II Turbo Top 8.
Can I get a shot of that drip? There we go. Yeah.
Thanks.